There are apparently some decent Republicans left in the country, at least ones that have any kind of conscience. And Susan Collins is one of them. She's in Maine. I disagree with her policies in 800 different ways. And I think she's a corporatist, along with a lot of the so-called moderate or centrist Republicans or Democrats. She largely works for those multinational corporations. So when she's called a moderate, it sometimes drives me crazy. But there's moments like this, shining moments like this, where she earns the title of moderate. So she looked at Donald Trump, and she knows that her Republican voters are in his camp. That was obvious in the primaries. They're still in his camp. She knows she's going to feel their wrath to some degree. And she came out with an op-ed in the Washington Post saying, I can't do it. I can't back him. And I'm going to tell you why. So it is some political risk. I know in Maine, they're more independent. Maybe it's less of a political risk. I'm aware of that, right? It's not like she's doing it in a deep red state where she would definitely lose her seat. But you got to give credit where credit is due. So here's what she said. She said that he is, quote, unworthy of being our president. Those are strong words. She said she came to the inescapable conclusion that Mr. Trump lacks the temperament, self-discipline, and judgment required to be president. She made it very clear, I will not be voting for Donald Trump for president. This is not a decision I make lightly, for I am a lifelong Republican, she says. So why did she come to this decision? She explains, with the passage of time, I have become increasingly dismayed by his constant stream of cruel comments and his inability to admit error or apologize. See, that last part is very, very important. Because if you have a person who cannot see the error of their ways, and they're the most powerful man on earth, that is going to lead to disaster. She talks more about that in a second. She said that he's rejecting the conventions of political correctness, he thinks. But in reality, that is different from showing complete disregard for common decency. So it's one thing to say, man, don't be politically correct about trigger warnings on college campuses and all this stuff. It's another thing to, as she explains, mock the disabled as Donald Trump has. She said, I can't believe he didn't apologize for it. I thought he'd come out and go, okay, that was a temporary moment there where I got a little carried away. I shouldn't have done that. No, that is Donald Trump. That's the conclusion she came to, going after the Khan family of the fallen soldiers' parents. She's like, how in the world can you do that and live with yourself? They lost their son. He took on a suicide bomber so that he could save the other members of his division. For God's sake, how can you do that? Well, that's because that's Donald Trump. And that's the conclusion she came to. She said, my conclusion about Mr. Trump's unsuitability for office is based on his disregard for the precept of treating others with respect, an idea that should transcend politics. Instead, he opts to mock the vulnerable and inflame prejudices by attacking ethnic and religious minorities. Now, she says in other parts of the article, like, hey, this is not what the Republican Party is about. Your voters disagree. They think it is what it is about. And by the way, you guys ran the Southern strategy for all those decades. And you stoked that racism. So don't spare me the thing about how this is not what Republicans are. They are. But I like that you took a stand and said, this is not the kind of Republican I am, and you should get a lot of credit for that, especially in a time when Donald Trump is so dangerous. Finally, let me give you a bunch of quotes here to end it. She said, I'm also deeply concerned that Mr. Trump's lack of self-restraint and his barrage of ill-informed comments would make an already perilous world even more so. It is reckless for a presidential candidate to publicly raise doubts about honoring treaty commitments with our allies. Mr. Trump's tendency to lash out when challenged further escalates the possibility of disputes spinning dangerously out of control. That was the point I was alluding to earlier. That is a danger to the world when you've got a guy who says, nope, I'm never wrong, and if you say something about me, I'm going to say something much worse about you. God forbid you do anything against us, we might even go literally nuclear. He keeps saying, why wouldn't we use our nukes? Why do we have them if we're not going to use them? Finally, one more quote for you. She said, but the unpleasant reality today I've had to accept is that there will be no new Donald Trump. Just the same candidate who will slash and burn and trample anything and anyone he perceives as being in his way or an easy scapegoat. Regrettably, his essential character appears to be fixed and he seems incapable of change or growth. Other Republicans in the country, take note. This is decision time for you guys. What are you about? Today, Donald Trump said that Second Amendment people might take care of Hillary Clinton. Republican Party, who are you? Are you going to stand with Susan Collins and do all the other things I disagree with, but at least draw the line on a monster like Trump? Or are you going to say, I'm comfortable with that monster? Talks about, how our democracy isn't real. The election is rigged 3 months ahead of time. No evidence for it. He talks about Second Amendment remedies. He talks about how certain Americans aren't really American, depending on their heritage. So, Republican Party who keeps telling me that that's not what you're about. Well, we're at a point where you got to make that decision. Because either you stand with the Susan Collins of the world and say, I am not part of this. That is not what I signed up for. Or you stand with Trump and say, oh yeah, that's me. Targeting different ethnicities, religions, races, yes, that's me. Threatening violence, yes, that's me. Yes, I stand behind Donald Trump. Go ahead and say it, because now history will note it. Susan Collins does the right thing here, and give her a ton of credit for it. The rest of the Republican Party, you're up next. You know how the Young Turks beat CNN Online? With you guys, with members helping us to do it. You know what the members said?
Anybody can be beat.
And then we said, once we'd done it.
To all the non-believers.
How did that?
To all the non-believers. Especially you, Tom Jackson.
You know what? You guys become a member, you could be part of that team too. And I know what you're thinking.
Can't wait.
So go right now, tytnetwork.com/join.